Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I'm Jordan,
And I'm Josh.
here with Nate, the producer, and this is the Off-Brand Promised Land episode number.
Don't look at me.
Do you know what number this is, Nate? Is it 25? I think you're right, because now we're halfway. I think you're right. We're halfway to 50. We promised
We're
50.
halfway there.
Whoa. Oh, I thought you were going to keep
Oh.
singing. Okay.
Okay.
All right. How you doing, man?
Good.
That's it? That's all you got for me?
Yeah, I've been good, man. Honestly, I can't remember anything I've done the past week, so
Okay.
don't know why.
All right.
Just like when I'm trying to think about what I did. Nate asked me what I was up to while he was gone on what was it, his cruise, and I couldn't remember. I still can't remember. So I'm guessing it's been good, man.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
That's true. Yeah. No, same. What about you, Nate? How was your cruise? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Thumbs up. That's
Hey,
what I like to hear.
Jordan, what about you, man?
How
What about you? How are you doing? How are you doing, really?
am I doing really? I'm doing pretty good, man. Just busy. Busy but not busy at the same time. I feel like I had nothing.
So are you busy or you're not busy?
Okay, well, can I explain? So, like, I feel like I
Yeah,
had
please
nothing specific to do, but I feel like I did so much over break, but I didn't do a lot at the same time. Does that make sense? Why? What?
Yeah.
What?
Makes perfect sense.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry.
Listen, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. I guess we're just.
my brain is everything you just said kind of like went in one ear out the other. So like,
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I forgot about that. 1/3 idiot,
yeah,
and the other third is
something else.
Yeah, something else. We don't even want to talk about that last third.
But that 1/3 idiot prevents me from knowing.
But does that 1/3 idiot prevent you from knowing that there's 3/3, not 2?
I'm not good at geography, so like, I don't know what you want from me.
How did you? How did you pass high school?
I had good friends.
Is this one?
He's actually one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, it was him. I had a friend named Brendan.
Yeah.
I used to. Well, I didn't cheat off him. I just had him do all the work.
Did you really have friends like do your work for you?
Like group stuff? Yeah.
Oh well, groups. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'd be like, I do it in an inspirational way. Like I inspire them, right? So I'd get them I'd get them going. Hey, what should we do? Like, where should we start? Like we were doing a history project. We had to do some project on some random location. We had to pick a location and do a project. I said, man, what should we do? And he's like, I don't know. And you always throw out the first idea to make it look like you're trying, right? You make it look like you're going. I said, I want to do Australia. I just like, let's do somewhere in Australia. I don't know. I just think Australia's cool.
Yeah.
And then he found a place called Darwin, Australia, because his neighbor's named Darwin, and he hates Darwin because he's a lunatic.
Okay.
And him and Darwin have had many encounters. And so let's do Darwin, Australia. And he did most of the work. And what I would do though is I'd do most of the presentation because I could speak. I just couldn't do all the work prior to.
Gotcha.
And then I had him. And then I could make friends easily. So I'd find the smartest kid and just, hey buddy, what's up?
Yeah. Did you do the homework?
Did you do homework, man? I couldn't get 1 and 3. I couldn't get it. And then you ask somebody else, hey bro, I couldn't get 2 and 4. I just, do you have the answers real quick? I got the rest. I just couldn't get it. And then you go to someone else, hey, I just didn't get the last question, number 5. Did you get that? You did. Okay, do you mind if it was last time, I swear. And boom.
Wow.
Now you graduate.
There you go. This is a very slick way to do it. See, people thought I was smart. That's the funny part. Which,
Same.
like, on tests, I did really well.
In math, I was actually the smart kid in math.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. But
Yeah.
you were smart at math, but you didn't understand.
Go ahead.
All right. So he doesn't know fractions, but he knows math. Interesting. Anyway, So people always thought like I did well in tests. So people always thought like I did the homework, but I didn't. So they'd be like, "Yeah, Jordan, did you do it?" I'd be like, "No."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, how do you have like an 87 in this class?" I was like, "Well, because the test is literally straightforward.
Yeah.
Like you read the book and the answer is literally from the book. But the homework is way more than it is in like college."
Bookwork was my worst thing.
Yeah, yeah. Like college is not like
people
that.
like
You
you
get
may
maybe
be
an
bad.
assignment or two, right?
See, Corey was good at bookwork.
No.
Didn't you? Weren't you really good at bookwork? Like you could like if it was like see science. That was why I struggled in science and history. It was all book stuff. They'd go on this book and read this. Shut up.
It depends on the science though. Biology sucks, but chem was easy. Same with physics
Chemistry was the easiest
because it's math based.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was what did I struggle? I think I struggled in. I didn't. I got like a C, but to me I wasn't struggling.
Yeah. No.
I was like, I did good.
He's shooting for the stars here.
Yeah, I hit a base hit right there.
Yeah.
Then you get a B plus. Oh man, that's a double or triple. If I got an A, that's like a walk off. You know what I'm saying?
Like Grand Slam type thing.
Yeah, yeah. I always had one class I'd like absolutely just destroy in, and then I'd have one class I'd absolutely bomb.
Mm.
So it'd be like I'd have like a 99.7% in like algebra, right? And then in history I have like a 64% most of the year. Then maybe at the end of the year I finally get up to like a C minus C, because I would get grounded.
Yeah.
For like the whole semester till I got it to a C.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, what were we talking about? I think I
don't even remember.
see this is not welcome to my world.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that one girl from camp's name again? I'm kidding.
Audrey.
Audrey.
Okay, are you ready for questions?
Sure.
I don't have many, but I feel like we can talk about these for a while.
Okay.
Okay. First one.
Yeah.
Does body count matter?
Ooh.
And if so, why? And if not, why?
You know, I feel like generally I'm okay if you've had a past.
Mm.
But there's some point I feel like when the number just gets too high.
Yeah.
Like I've heard some people's body counts before. Like
Mm.
where they're in the hundreds.
How?
Don't know. That's where I get to a point where like, something doesn't seem right.
Yeah. Okay.
And so
100.
like I heard there was like a 23-year-old girl that had like 500 body count. Body count was 500.
There's no way. She's making that up.
She probably, but if it's anywhere close, that's where I'd start to be like, you know, I have some concerns. Like,
Right.
I'm not sure you're in this relationship for the same reasons I am.
Mm-hmm. Probably not.
But no, if you do have a history,
Okay.
and as long as you don't expect me to add to that list, if that makes sense. Like if
Ooh.
like I'm
Fire.
not getting in a relationship with my mentality in a relationship. I'm waiting until marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if she doesn't have that same mentality, it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 100. I mean, it's just the wrong mentality. So
Yeah.
she could have, though, if she's like, you know, that was my past, and if I could do it over, I wouldn't have done that. I would have waited, you know, because people do immature stuff. Some people get in relationships like middle school, and they start fooling around in that young age. So it's like, yeah. I would say, to an extent, if it's super extreme, or if it's the mentality of wanting to add me to that list.
Yeah.
Which I get it, you know, I wouldn't blame them, but
I would.
Yeah, I would too. I'd be like, you gone desperate woman. What about you, Jordan?
No, I agree. I mean, the body count doesn't really matter to me. Especially like if you're asking that, I feel like when you're 18, 19, that's like a question you ask. You know what I mean? Just like immature type question to ask, just to like get that conversation started. But
Yeah.
now, like, I just feel like, who cares? Like,
Yeah. What if it is in the hundreds though?
I don't believe that. I think you're just saying that to like get attention.
What if they had like documented proof?
Documented proof of like 100 different men. Yeah, like
she collects a follicle hair.
She keeps like a sock. She keeps a sock from each man.
I have each man's hair follicle. This is Henry.
This is
This
Aaron.
is actually his son, Henry Jr.
Wow.
I got weird.
Why did you? What?
Those are the first two you chose.
He said, Henry Senior, nah, Henry Junior.
Woman, you've done lost your mind.
Oh my, that was funny. Document. Okay, she had documented proof
Like,
of
yeah, she like it was legit.
of like 100.
Is there a number that legitly is like, oh no, that's too much?
I don't know. I gotta think.
We have a guest cameo by Shelby. Look at that.
How dare she? Trying to think.
Is there a number that's too high for you? Like that you would say,
Okay. I think this should be fair. If there's more than the letters in the alphabet,
Was it 27?
I think there's 26.
No. I don't count the letters in the alphabet.
I don't either, but
What is that? Like 1, 2, 3. Just kidding.
are you smart? Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah.
it's no more than 26.
I feel like that's a good. You know what I mean? Because then after that, it's like, okay, what are we doing here? And depending on like how old you are.
That's because I mean, there's 12 months in a year.
Right.
So like, let's say, I mean, if you're 18, 19,
Right. That's what I'm saying.
you did not. You don't normally don't get sexually active till around that age. Well, I don't even know anymore. Now our world's gone a little bit wild, but yeah, no, that's fair.
You know what I
That's
mean?
fair.
I feel like that's a good reason. But,
Or their age number.
well, yeah, that's the thing. So if you have 5, right? Let's say your body counts 5, but you're like 28, and you just came to the Lord recently. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, if you started at
28.
18, that's 10 years, right?
Yeah.
Not that bad. If you're 19 and your body counts 11, and you started at 18, you're putting up some real numbers in the paint.
Yeah. I think I judged the age of the person more than I judged the body count number.
Think so?
Because I think Nate talked about this before, where he talked about like when you're getting up in age, there's usually a reason why you're still single.
Was that you or was that me?
It may have been both of you.
Yeah.
And
I said, man, if she's single in the church and she's over like 24, 25,
there's
and
usually
she's
a reason.
attractive,
Yeah,
there's something wrong.
usually a reason.
Mhm.
And that's what like to that the 28. If you're single and you have 5, the number that's glaring to me is 28. You know, you've had 5 people, get real intimate with you, and they just
Yeah.
gone like the wind.
Yeah.
So I that because I mean you get it's probably not fair.
Mm-hmm.
However,
So, okay, what do you think? Do you think it's the same for men as well? You know what I mean? Like, do you think?
I don't know. Women tend to value older men. Like, I don't know how old where it gets to that point, because I'm not a girl, but like typically the more stuff a guy has, the more valuable he becomes to that girl.
Yeah.
So like I mean, if you have a career, if you have a house, if you have like these are traits that a woman would see and be like, Nate's shaking his head now, but I'm serious though. Like I feel like the more the older a man is, the more stuff he can accumulate and have to kind of boost his resume, if you will, because girls like security.
Right. That's what they're looking for.
Yeah,
So,
and so older men typically have the things that they
already
desire.
Right.
And so I don't know if there's an age like 30, okay, maybe. But at the same time, I guess it depends who you are, because also if you're 30 and you're rich, well, you'll probably get some ladies interested. So
Yeah.
I don't know about wifey material, but
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just kind of sad to think about that. Like, it's unfortunate. Like, a man always has to bring something to the table, right, in order to be considered valuable to a woman. And I mean, same with a woman. It's just like how life is. Like,
yeah, but it's like that. Yeah, I don't know, but it's kind of also like it's like a responsibility. I don't know. There's something like fulfilling about that.
Mm.
When if you do get those qualities and like I don't know, it's I don't know the right wordage for it, but
yeah. I think I know what you're trying to say though.
yeah.
It is what it is. I mean,
But men's life can be very difficult if you don't have those things.
yeah, for sure.
Like, let's say you don't have money, you don't have a house, and you're ugly. Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's
that's
like you're set up for failure.
Yeah, and you're that and it's like it's socially awkward. Like you're not like that's a. I mean, there's not a ton of men like that, but there is a small group of men where that's just like a kind of stay away from with a 10-foot pole type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Where, yeah, I don't know if a woman can get necessarily to that level. Maybe they can, but I don't know because usually like if a woman's attractive, then why do you have a water gun? Oh God! I thought that was a water gun.
She got you too, man. That was great. That was awesome. Shout out to Jess for that one, man.
I got sniped. Guess I shouldn't have been talking.
Yeah, I guess you shouldn't have been saying
Whatever.
what you were saying.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. My dad told me that little thing about like if she's over like that age. And
You did say that. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe that's where I did hear it from. It was
Yeah.
probably you then.
yeah, my dad. Yeah, he was like, "There's something wrong, man." He's like, and if there's no one interested in her either. If there's people interested, that's different. But if no one's
Yeah.
interested in her and she's like 28, 27,
Yeah.
he was like,
She was wrong.
she's attractive. He's
Yeah.
like,
Some move.
you know what I mean? Because that's the same. I mean,
Unless she was the only single person in the church.
right. Right.
But
right,
again, that's the situation.
right. Very situational. It was a circumstantial type thing. But yeah, that's kind of sad though, man. Kinda sad. Shout out to all you.
Is what it is.
Shout out to all you single people out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got this. Okay. Question number 2. Do you think long distance can work? And
Yes.
if so, what is the longest distance you would go to like date someone?
I believe long distance can work depending on where you're at in life.
Mm.
I think if you're in high school, no.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like if you can't drive, no. High school is like I tried a long distance relationship in high school, went tragically bad.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Who was it?
Maggie.
Oh really?
Yeah. She lived in Troy and I lived in Clarkson.
Oh.
So
okay.
I only saw her at church pretty much.
Got you.
I didn't have a car, so it went tragic. However, I believe the older you get, and the longer you can kind of travel, cover distance. Like to me, 30, 40 minutes is not that far away.
Well, that's not long distance to me.
Okay. So
Like hours. I'm talking hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's difficult. It's obviously more difficult.
Mm.
I think it's possible it can work.
Yeah.
I wouldn't prefer it.
Oh, for
I
sure.
wouldn't go for it, but the girl had to be like perfect. You know what I mean? For me to want to do that, but yeah, I think it still can work.
No.
Especially if you have like, Bobby, he has a ton of flight rewards. Man, you get free flight. I got a free flight to Chicago because of him.
Yeah.
And so if you travel like that, man, shoot, you can see that girl. She can be across the country, man. Don't matter.
Yeah.
You just take a nice weekend off
And go see her.
and go see that woman.
Yeah, I think it depends. You have to be willing to make it work too.
For sure.
I'm also torn because I just think like I tried a little long distance thing when I left for Indiana, when I left for school, did
Yeah.
not work.
Yeah.
It
It
just-
can't stay like that forever.
Right, and there needs to be an end in sight.
Yeah.
Um,
Like a goal where you guys eventually become not.
right, you know what I mean? Like you can't stay like, okay, we're just gonna start dating from long distance and then like have no idea when this is gonna end.
Yeah.
Because now you're getting impatient. You're like, okay, like when am I gonna see him? When am I gonna see her? Blah blah blah. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so there's got to be an end in sight, and like you gotta see him at least like once a month, if that. You know what I mean? Like once every other month, something like that. It's got to be, and you got to have like a schedule, and you
Mhm.
got to meet it. You know what I mean? So, but then at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to wait that long.
Right.
But that costs money and time.
Costs all kinds of money.
Right. So, yeah,
That-
man.
Ain't that's just the stickler, that cash.
Yeah.
Give me-
It is.
I need that Nate cash where he's like, I don't even care about my money. You know, I need to get to that Nate level.
Yeah. Trying to get
Then
like
I know I
Nate.
made it. You know what I
Want
mean?
to be like Nate.
Yeah. You asked earlier in our small group. You said, who do you strive to be like? I said in my heart, I said Nate.
Yeah.
I said I strive to be like Nate. Why?
Yeah.
Because he got a house. He's got the white picket fence already. He's just waiting for the kids.
Chain link fence. Not as appealing,
Yeah.
but something. Who do you aspire to be like? Other than
Uh,
God. That's the
Nate.
obvious answer. Other than Nate. Who do you like aspire to be like? Like who's your role model?
I don't. Tough. That's a tough question to me. I don't tend to look up to people. I don't because I
Really?
feel I don't know. It's. I mean, I don't know. I take bits and pieces from people. So I like when I think look up, I think like. So I guess there's like a number of people I look up to.
Yeah.
Like because I mean obviously my dad's part of it. I get a lot part of my personality from my dad. I get a lot from my mom. I get a lot from all the different pastors I've been under. Like, you're just taking bits and pieces.
Yeah,
So
of course.
to say who I look up to, I don't have like someone I look up to actively. Like, oh, I just want to be like this person, you know?
Yeah.
Because so Aiden actually, he said, or Colin, we'll call him.
Mm.
He said it very well. He said, I don't have someone. I mean, you look up. I look up to Christ, right? That's my model.
Mm.
And because I think he said I want to be me,
Mm.
you know, just individual. And I was like, yeah, that makes
And
sense.
I respect that. And I do. And I agree with you. I think
Do you have somebody like that you just that's my man?
my dad, man.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I was little, I was maybe like 11, and my dad just said, he was like, look, man, he's like obviously Christ is the goal, right? And he's like, I don't
Right.
want you to be just like me. He's like, I want you to be yourself. He's like, but the things that you if you want to live this lifestyle, you want to live in this house and have this life like for your wife and for your kids. He was like, why not copy it, right? And it didn't click until like later in life, but I remember when he said that, because it's like, okay, he's comfortable. He has a wife. He's got like a stable family.
Mm-hmm.
He's happy. He's comfortable. I want that for my wife and my
Mm.
kids. So he's responsible. He takes care of his wife. He takes care of his responsibilities. He's a responsible man, and he just he to me embodies some of the characteristics of a godly man.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm like, okay, and yeah, no, he's not perfect, and you know he knows that, and I know that, and I know there's none of us are perfect, but there's some things I take from him. There's some things I take from Pastor Rick, Nate,
Yeah.
Bobby, you, Corey. I take things from like you said, anyone and everyone, because you can learn something from everyone. But
Right.
if I had to pick one main person, it'd probably
Your
be
dad.
Yeah, probably my dad.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
I see that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you look up to your brother at all in some areas, or no? You
No.
just like.
No, in some areas, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just yeah. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah.
We've had an interesting relationship because it's not
That's
to me and my brother, like my family. I didn't really get. My brother kind of raised me in a way.
Really.
So because my mom was a workaholic and my dad he worked a lot too.
Mm.
So we got raised by babysitters a lot of my early childhood, and my brother was responsible. So we bumped heads a lot when we grew up. So we kind of have a different relationship. Not we're good.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like, I don't know. I don't think it's like everyone. It's not your typical brother relationship. Maybe it is. I don't know. But it seems different. Are these grapes?
Yeah, I couldn't see it. I don't have my glasses on.
I thought that was a bouncy ball at first that you just threw at you. But yeah, I got a question for you actually.
Okay.
And I just thought about this, and maybe we've asked this in a previous one, but I do have an answer for it, and I want to hear yours first.
Okay.
What is the most unique compliment that you've been given recently? Like, what's a compliment you've been given that like I know you hear, because you always talk about how people compliment your eyes. That's why I make fun of it.
Yeah.
Not like your typical one, but one that
unique
actually, because if someone compliment your eyes, you're probably like, okay, thanks.
I hate it.
But like something that was like, oh, like I wouldn't have thought about that.
This is gonna sound so bad.
You don't gotta say who either.
No,
You don't want to.
I get so many compliments.
I know you do.
Again, this is not to brag. I just feel like most
90% of
compliments
them
that
are
I
from me.
get, like I'm just like I feel like I've heard that before. So let me see one that I don't hear a lot.
Or just like the last compliment
Compliment that,
that
was
like
just
just really was like, hey,
huh.
like thanks, you.
So it's not really I guess a compliment, but something that they like admired about me was that when I like was like hanging out with like the like kids or like younger people younger than me, like 12, 14, whoever it is, and I was like hanging out with them, they were like, I admire that about you, I like that about you, like that's something that I like look up to or I like. And I was like,
That you hung out with the
yeah,
kids?
just like hung out with like young adults, so
Yeah.
like middle schoolers, high schoolers, whatever it is, like I like that, I admire that. And I was like,
yeah.
you know what I mean, like that's an interesting one, just because like it's natural, it's
It's
so
not like a
easy.
physical characteristic.
Yeah, and it's not something that's just like physical.
Yeah.
But, yeah. What about you? What was yours that you?
So
like?
this is actually happened at work. And it wasn't. It was actually it was from guys, and that's what I think. That's
Oh,
why
yeah.
it was more impactful. It
What do them guys say about
the men.
you? What do the men say about you?
No, so I asked like how old did you think I was? Because like they said I said I was 21, and they're like, you're only 21. I was like, yeah, like I think myself like I thought I always looked younger.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I don't know, but I always thought I looked younger. They said I thought you were at least like 23, 24.
Mm.
I was like, why'd you think that? They're like, I don't know, man. It was it's because of the way you carried yourself.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I've
when
never
you
heard
get-
that before.
And I've heard that before. That's why I didn't think about it. But when you do hear it, like I'm like you seem like you're 24, 25.
Yeah.
Or you're mature for your age.
Yeah.
Especially like knowing us, we're both like, what? You know what I mean? Like I'm probably like one of the most immature people I know.
Yeah.
But the fact that you think that I like carry myself in a
Yeah.
mature manner is very very cool.
And I've only worked at this job for like 2-3 weeks now, and
Yeah.
they trust me. Like I've had managers be like, oh, Josh is here, he'll be fine. Like have like this level of say, oh, Josh, we can keep you alone here. I gotta get these people doing this, so I'll just have you run this because I know you know what you're doing. It
You
was
just
like
feel safe, man. You remember we had someone say that. You feel safe.
I
You
feel
just-
safe.
You feel comfortable, secure.
I don't remember who said that, but
Yes.
oh yeah, I remember hearing it. I just didn't click. Again, my brain's been MIA for
Yeah.
the past few days.
A third of it.
A third of it. So no, I just thought it was one of the most unique compliments because I've never heard that before. Because I don't think I ever carried myself
In a mature manner.
as a mature way.
It's probably your watch, man. That's what it is.
Maybe it's that. I think it's hanging around with you fellows.
Think so?
You kind of carry yourself in a mature way. So
I try
hang
to.
out with you a lot.
Yeah.
You bled on me.
I guess. You know, I'm glad I could help.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
'Cause
Hey, thank you.
you're
Thank
welcome, man. You know, it's honestly just been a gift and
And
an
they lean
honor.
in closer, eyes locked.
Lips all.
Everything seems still.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, well, this turned into a romance novel.
It did, you know.
My bad.
A romance.
Yeah,
Have you ever read a romance novel?
never. Isn't that like a
Yeah.
written porno?
Yeah. I've never read one. I read the cover. You read one? Oh.
Clean.
The clean ones.
It's called softcore.
The way he gazed at her, like he
That's called just missionary.
he
Keep it nice and clean.
her shoulders.
They
were
lean
just-
in and kiss passionately. You could
He
feel
hugged her with a
as
warm
the rain
embrace.
came down and fell on their skin.
and they began to pray.
Pray.
And they began to worship.
That's a clean romance novel right there.
There you go. There you go. There you
No,
go.
I don't read, so that's really my.
Yeah.
I'm reading. This is the first book I've ever read in my life, but I'm reading it now.
Yeah. You're
Besides
What about
Green
what
Eggs
we
and
done?
Ham.
green eggs and ham. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, sometimes I had it read to me, so it's like, does that even count?
Yeah. There was a book, and my dad listens to these, so he'll remember this book. It was called, what was it called? I think it was called No. It was just like, literally the whole book is just
Sounds like a dad book right
it
there.
literally like it just says no,
It's my favorite word sometimes.
like no, and then like the last word is like mommy, and Bobo was like the monkey's name, And that was it. That was the whole book. And it sold like millions and millions of copies.
That's a dad book, right?
And
there.
the number one people to buy it was men. It was so funny.
Michael Knowles book.
Maybe.
He made a book called Reasons to Vote Democrat, and it's just a book with a bunch of empty pages.
Like, that's amazing. You know what I mean? That's insane. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get that book for my kids.
Yeah. Tim Hawkins had a funny bit about no. And I took that after that bit. I took that and I adopted that as my favorite word. So sometimes people will ask me something, and I'd be willing to, but I just want to tell them no. Like I remember Anna asked me to play on my speaker. I had no reason to say no. I just wanted to. So I said no. And she said, "Why?" I don't want it.
And she took
Please?
it anyway.
No.
Yeah.
She didn't end up taking it anyway. I didn't
Yeah.
care, but I just wanted to tell her no.
Yeah. I bought a JBL.
It's just fun as a
speaker.
guy. I don't know. There's something about when you say no. This is a gratifying feeling. Like, hey, can I go? People are like, hey, can I go to the tanning bed? No. You can't. What? Why? Is anything? Is it clean? No. Just don't want you to.
You have that power.
Well,
at
what,
work.
can I go to the massage chair? No. No.
No, I don't want you to. I'm not allowing it. Not allowing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do have I was actually at work today. They were painting, or not today, a few days ago. They were painting. You actually got to witness this.
Oh, I did. Yeah.
They were painting the inside of the tanning bed rooms, and they didn't tell us or put any markings. Like normally they had like temp protection down or something, and some lady hung her coat on the hangers in the room, and it was just yellow paint on the inside of her jacket, which supposedly cost $300.
Right.
That's what she said. I've never seen a woman so pissed in my life. She was furious. Like, I need to see your manager. Do you have an owner here? I said, I don't even know the owners, ma'am. I'll find a manager. Kelsey, you have a happy customer waiting for you in the corner.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness, I just turned and talked to you. I was like, dude.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I tried cleaning up. We had like cleaning supplies. I said, hold on, maybe I can get this out. And I wiped, and it didn't do nothing. I was like, oh crap.
That's.
I even touched the wall. It took me forever to get it off my hand, let alone. I was like,
Wow.
dang. So they had to buy her a new coat.
Wow.
She was furious. I'm like, they didn't tell us that they were painting in there. There was no indication at all. I'm like, there wasn't even their like paint supplies. It was just a wet wall. Like, oh yeah, forgot.
Just a random wet wall, man.
Yeah. The dude was like Hispanic, so I don't know if he spoke English.
Maybe he didn't.
So
That's kind of sad to assume.
they
though,
might
if he doesn't
no,
speak
because like
English.
you kind of can tell. I definitely know there's at least 4 illegal immigrants that go to our gym
4 illegal immigrants.
for sure.
Do you ever just want to like tell them, just snitch?
I think about like I
Like,
have the power.
I know some like not even once you're immigrant. I have 4 illegal immigrants on the squat racks right now.
Like I know I have
Come
the
get them.
power, and I just
Arnaldo
I just choose-
Tostado.
well one of them. So if you're a guest, you have to give us your ID,
Yeah.
and one of their IDs is literally just from Mexico. Like they have a Mexican ID. Yeah, but like they can hardly speak English, and like why are they in Michigan? You know what I mean? Like if they're all states you choose to be, you know what I mean?
That is like literally the farthest state from.
And when I
That's
ask for the IDs, they get like really nervous. Like I don't know. When I had them like sign in as guests, they were like really like making sure like that
yeah.
they were like very hesitant. There's and okay, maybe I don't know for sure they're illegal. They just give off like, okay, you're either visiting or you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's in your bag, sir?
Oh, you're good. Welcome to
man.
Crunch.
welcome to Crunch. Welcome to Crunch. I can't even read my phone. Hold on.
It's okay.
Okay. Ready?
I'm ready.
I've asked this question before, but it's the end of the year. We've had a interesting 2022. So,
Yes, we have.
what is one thing that you took away, like your like most exciting moment, and then like your least exciting moment, of 2022?
All right. Well, we'll start with the least exciting
Okay.
because that's,
Mm.
sucky.
Yeah, you gotta end
Beginning of the
on
year, ton of relationship issues. That was a drag.
that. Yeah.
Felt miserable. I literally never journal. I journaled it.
Really?
I journaled a lot of my like inner thoughts, like what do I do? Like I was literally, no, I didn't write it down because that's for losers. I had an audio journal, so I have voice
Okay.
memos of like 30-40 minutes long while I'm at
Wow.
work, of me just like contemplating, going back and forth with myself.
That's the best way to do it, though.
It was, and one day I might look at them back, or I might just delete them, one or the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just this the whole mess, and it was before you and I were really close. Then we got close, and then that all fizzled away. So that was a highlight. That was one of the highlights of the year right there. It
Mm.
being resolved early in
Yeah.
the year, where then I felt like I got freed from a prison.
Mm.
Like, oh, the shackles fell to the floor. I feel like I could stretch. Like, oh my gosh,
Mm.
I'm a new man.
A new
I feel like I got
creation.
born again. You know what I mean? It
Born
was like,
again.
I was like, I could stretch my legs. I could say things and not have to look over my shoulder. Was that okay? You're not mad?
Yeah,
at
you
me,
were on a
right?
leash.
Bro, it was terrifying. It was terrifying. It was like, yeah. They freed that dog, man.
They freed to let the dog out.
They let the dog out.
There we go.
But a highlight, man. It's hard to pick one. The summer was just incredible.
Yeah.
It was the friends I got to make. Felt like I had made family bonds, not just like friendship. It feels more like family.
Yeah.
And we just went and traveled. We did things like we went to Cedar Point, then we went to Chicago, and we'd go on. We'd stay out till like 4 a.m. for no reason.
Yeah.
Just talking about. Sometimes it was never anything bad. It was just always just we were having interesting dialogues that we just never stopped.
Mm.
We'd had softball, basketball. There was so many adventures I'd gone on. You can even narrow it down to the summer.
Yeah.
Like the summer alone, it was just like I've never had such a jam-packed 3 months in my life.
It was like busy.
Yeah, and it was like the best kind of busy. It flew
Yeah.
by. We had camp. I almost just forgot about it. There's so
Yeah.
many things that happened where it's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. July was very busy.
Yeah,
We
and
did so much.
I felt like and even all the stuff we did in church where we came
Yeah.
One Direction
Yeah.
for a day and we killed it, and then we did the Easter walk. Like I feel like I stretched a lot
Yeah.
this year,
Yeah.
and then I felt like I showed up too. Like I didn't.
Oh, for sure.
I don't remember a time where I was like, oh, that was a letdown. Like, oh, I wish I did this better.
Mm.
Like specifically, I'm sure there was moments where I was like, oh, I wish I did that better. But like nothing. I was like, all right, this is a big thing that we're doing, big opportunity. It was always a grand slam, and
Yeah.
so it was like 2022, huge success. Yeah, just huge success.
For sure.
What about you?
I would agree. I think the summer was probably one of like the best summers I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
It just kind of reminded me of like the summer of like 2016. Do you remember like the year 2016?
Yeah.
That was just like
Yeah.
the year, I feel like.
Yeah. No.
That like
for
2018. Those were like those 2 years. It just like everybody was.
I made a friend group too in 2016.
Yeah.
That's when I first started dating Lily.
Oh, there you go.
It was actually good though. I swear it was good. It was good in the beginning,
Yeah.
and then
So you
Eve
say.
ate the apple. No,
yeah, like you said. But
and Adam followed, and I followed far.
oh man, I can't believe you dated her, bro. That's crazy. But if I had to pick one thing, like one thing we did,
This is for good. Good stuff.
Okay. Chicago for sure, man.
Chicago was hype.
I think just like we all just like hung out and just were together. It seemed
Yeah.
like everything was cool.
It was only 2 days for
yeah.
you. It was
So-
a day for me, but
yeah.
like something that was only 2 days long.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Stole the year. Like that
Right.
was crazy.
That's kind of crazy. So that I think a low.
You didn't have any lows, did you?
No, I did. Yeah. This is hot. Just dealing with that whole situation.
Well, our viewers don't know what you're talking about.
So the whole Anna situation as a whole.
Oh, we're using names. Okay.
Yeah. And I want to preface this by saying like I don't hate her or nothing like that. Like no ill will.
It was just
Everything's
tough.
cool.
It was
just a very like stressful situation.
Ending a relationship
And,
is always so stressful.
I wasn't. Yeah.
I get it though.
Yeah.
I mean, my low was my ending of a relationship too.
Yeah.
When the train crashes,
It crashes.
oh, it crashes.
And
man.
that's the thing. You know
there
what I
ain't
mean? Like
no there ain't no survivors.
Right. It was just a train wreck, and I am to blame for some of that, and it is what it is. There are a lot of things that I shouldn't have done that I did, and a lot of things that I did that I shouldn't have done. So, c'est la vie.
I was about to say that. I couldn't remember how it went.
Yep, c'est la vie, I guess. And we're moving on, bigger and better things. So, yeah. If
Mark?
you listen to this, I'm really sorry. No hard feelings.
They were fun conversations to have with you though.
Oh yeah, I
Well,
mean, I always had a story to tell for you
Yeah,
guys, man.
no,
It was always
they were fun. Like
yeah.
those were honestly highlights for me. Your drama. I was having a blast,
Oh yeah.
because it was just entertaining at this point. It kept. I was like, it was just.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go again.
Yeah. And again, like you didn't know everything,
No, for sure.
but like
I knew enough,
yeah,
and what I knew was entertaining.
yeah. There you go. There you go.
I mean, for your case, my situation wasn't entertaining, but yours was definitely entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone
It's-
got just
see,
a kick out
it's
of it.
only funny when it's not happening to me.
Right. Yeah. If this was happening to you, I would have had a ball, but it wasn't. It was happening to me. So.
Yeah. Well, the problem was you handled my situation way too fast.
Yeah.
You had to let it. You shouldn't have corrected me so fast. You would have had way more entertainment.
I know, but I just was like, yeah. And but the thing is, you tried to correct me too, and I just didn't listen.
True, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Again, c'est la vie.
yeah.
Nate, you too. Bobby, Jess.
I also,
Corey,
but you know what though?
you guys are real friends.
No, the thing
And-
is, I internalized mine.
true.
Like I internalized mine until I was at my breaking point. You were willing to talk about what was going on more.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
true.
hey, I'm dealing with this. What should I do? How should I handle this? You
Mhm.
asked you. I would have been like, we're good,
Yeah. Yeah.
because that's what I mostly did.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
but 2022
Overall.
overall,
A scale of 1 to 10,
heck of a year.
not using 7, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. for sure.
It was a 10 out of 10 for me.
I'd say 9. Nothing's perfect.
No, but that's why it was a 10. Because you can't. I love even the trials, even the hardship. It made for a 10 out of 10 year.
You said nothing's perfect, but you gave it a 10.
Exactly.
Okay.
You said, well, what did you say at the beginning? You were like, I'm busy and I'm not busy.
True.
So if I can say nothing's perfect,
Well,
I'm still giving it a 10 out of 10 because
I
I
was-
loved it that much. I'm not saying the year was perfect. What I'm saying is I loved it 10 out of I loved it as if it was perfect. See, Jesus loved me as if I never sinned.
True.
I'm just modeling Jesus with my love for the
What
year.
time are we at, Nate? Okay. All right. My last question.
We got one more.
What is something that someone can do, a friend, guy, girl, that just instantly makes you just like, ugh? Just like
A friend? You said?
anyone, guy, girl, whatever. Relationship, friendship. What is something that someone does and you're just like, yuck? Can I start?
Yeah.
When someone,
What's the bet?
I need to rant. When someone like jams their straw to open it, I instantly am like, you're disgusting. Gross people. That's who. You do that?
Of course I do.
We're not friends anymore.
I don't even use straws though, so
You barely do use straws, so I think that's why I haven't
Exactly.
noticed. But people who
I
literally
stopped
just,
using
like,
straws. But
you can break the straw like that. It makes me upset.
yeah, if you're a freaking animal,
It makes me so upset.
it's also the most efficient way. Well, you rip it and
Yeah, and then you pull it.
Rip it and then you pull it up partially and then
Yeah, you could do that
Yeah.
as well.
or you go.
No, that's gross.
You ever do that?
I
never
can't
seen
stand that.
do that successfully.
I hate it with a passion.
Because y'all have hammers for hands.
I
Freaking-
am heavy-handed, but still. Also, people who like
So don't blame your inability to open a straw on the rest of us.
I am, and I will.
Just because you don't have the capacity to open a straw like a cool person doesn't mean it should be an ick for
I
you.
can open it.
I can't open it. I have to tear the thing off and then
I
pull
can
it down.
open it. I'd
Yeah,
hate
you
when
take your
own
straw
it.
off like a toddler takes clothes off.
You watch toddlers take clothes off?
I'm just saying they don't know
Pause.
because they don't know what they're doing.
Oh, and you like to help them out, don't you?
The parents help them out.
Oh, okay.
You know, parents put their kids' clothes on and take their clothes off when they're young. That's how you are with a straw.
Okay. All right. Anyway, my second thing.
See, I grew in my life. You must have missed that straw opening stage in your life. It's okay. It's okay. We all grow faith to faith. We move from glory to glory. It's okay, man. You're not perfect. It's all right.
But you like me as if I am perfect.
I accept you as if you were.
Okay. All right.
And I won't hold it against you.
Okay.
I'm here for you.
Hey, mental health is really important. Another thing is if you're wearing jeans and you put your wallet in your front pocket. Oh, that makes me so upset. Oh, that makes me. No, that's wrong. No, it belongs in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Be stolen. I dare someone to try stealing something out of my front pocket.
No, I can't stand it. If you're wearing sweats or like joggers, that's fine.
Yeah.
You're wearing jeans and you put your wallet in your that's blasphemy
The only thing is
of the Holy Spirit.
You're right. I agree. I just can't when you have to sit down. It just sucks when it's in your back pocket.
No, it's not.
No, that's why I bring a bag.
I don't want to dent my butt.
You got a weak butt. That's what it is. Get your butt stronger, man.
That's what I'm
Do
doing.
some squats.
I'm doing them hip thrusts at the gym.
There you go.
I saw all them ladies doing it, and I said they must be onto something, right?
You know, this is another thing I hate.
What?
Another thing I hate. Women at the gym who hog the leg machines. Work out another part of your body.
I know.
I can't stand it. You come here and you work legs 4 days a week.
Yeah.
It's not a personality trait. You're not going to look jacked if you go do arms one day.
Yep.
Go do some push-ups and do some pull-ups, do something. And then they're like,
Yeah.
I want toned arms, but they go and do squats.
They do like.
I want a
7
nice back.
They do 10 sets of like 10
Yeah.
squats.
Mm.
Will this make my butt look bigger? I don't know.
Like, work your back out.
Yeah,
Do something else.
Do something. Do something. Woman.
You know what I mean? And but
Or
that's
when
the
they
same.
also when they show up naked.
That is also annoying.
'Cause,
And then
like,
you
bro,
get upset.
yeah,
Then you're like,
literally-
I feel uncomfortable going to the
Bro,
gym.
on Monday, like my friend Hector went up to me. He's like, I could tell these we got some new girls because they don't know how to dress to the gym yet. Because he's like, these girls are wearing nothing. They think that's okay. Because again, some of these girls, I swear, bro, yesterday I was like, good lord. It's just like they just took their shirt off. That's pretty much how that's what they worked out, and I was like, dang.
Hmm.
I'm not seeing what the problem is.
You know,
It's a joke.
you're right, Nate. You're right. Viewers at home, you didn't hear Nate because he doesn't have a mic, but he said he didn't see what the problem was. So I mean, take that as you will.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no, that aggravates me. Sorry, I had to rant.
No,
You
you're
can
good.
go ahead.
I mean, you were wrong about some of them, but it's okay. I guess something that would bother me.
people who carry around a Gatorade water bottle.
A white
Well, now you're just
A white one.
offended. That's okay. It's all right. You'll calm
Continue.
down.
Go
You'll
ahead.
calm down.
especially if they bought it at a Walmart in Michigan.
I didn't buy mine at a Walmart.
I
I bought mine at Dunham's before camp.
could have sworn you bought that.
Yo, because you got your headband when you went to get your headband too.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't remember. Yeah, you did get it at Dunham.
So you're incorrect, sir. You must be talking about another person.
Must be talking
Nate.
about his other friend.
Anyways,
Yeah. What's
as I
what's
was
what's
saying.
something that just makes you ugh?
a friend or I don't know. Don't they look like you? I don't.
When they look like me.
I don't know.
How many
I'm
friends
trying to
do you
think
have
of-
that look like me?
I'm trying to think of the ick. I don't.
Don't say that's enough. Don't say ick.
Isn't that what you said?
I'm saying that makes you just feel like gross,
oh,
or you're just like yuck, but not ick.
yeah, that's a white girl saying.
That's
Sorry.
that's a woman thing.
That's a white girl saying. We don't.
I
we
got
don't
the
accept
ick. You remember?
those. Who said that? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, that's a stupid saying. Oh, people that drive Jeeps. Why? Like, you think about it. You drive a Jeep.
Are you saying just women?
Well, it's only women that drive Jeeps.
Men drive Jeeps.
Stop.
My dad drives a Jeep.
Mm. Okay. The other 99.9999% people
That drive Jeeps.
that drive Jeeps
Okay.
are females.
Okay.
And if they're a male, typically they're a feminine male. Your dad's obviously the clear
Yeah,
exception.
he is the outlier.
He's a 250-pound man who can bench press,
Yes.
who beat you bench pressing
With
one-handed.
yes.
That's he is a man's man. I get that.
Yeah.
But however, when you drive a Jeep, you're a red flag.
Okay.
And I've said this on the podcast before, but
And
you
stand
might as
by
well
it.
double down, triple
Yeah.
down, do whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But besides that, I'm sure there's like 50 other things I can think of, but I can't think of at the moment because I'm 1/3 stupid. So,
Yeah.
and the other third we don't know.
There you
Still
go.
waiting for it.
Yeah. Well, I guess the world may never know, man.
They never know.
I'm trying to think of any other things that I just like don't like.
No one cares. I'm Josh.
And I'm Jordan. And this is
The Off-Brand Promised Land.